AkronHipHop.com. This is the blog where you see videos that are concentrated on issues affecting us as a community. When you see me looking at black consciousness, black intelligence, and of course, black love.
What up, Mr. Black Love?
What's going on, Hiram?
I'm chilling, man. Ebony just gave me some coke. Okay. First off, what are we talking about today?
Well, we want to talk about the people on my shirt. But can I say something first? This is a symbol right here. This is called an Ankh, in case people don't know this. The symbol of light, that's what it means. It's not a cross, and it actually predates the cross. So I just want to put that out there, in case people was wondering about the symbolism.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell folks that that's not a cross?
It's not a cross, it's an Ankh.
They think that's a cross. They're on the wrong flag.
I have to correct it. I don't wear crosses. You'll never see me wearing a cross.
Why not, T-Mac?
Because of slavery, suffering, and death. That's what the cross represents, not salvation.
All right.
That day. You debate me about it later on.
Yeah, all thoughts are...
Hey.
What are we talking about, man?
My views expressed here don't represent Mecca Media Entertainment is what I'm saying. Now, I was at Acme in green, right? And I wore this shirt, and I got some compliments in the store from white people. Like, oh, I like your shirt. I'm like, really? And it kind of threw me off guard. I was like, okay. It's like, it happened twice. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt.
You think they knew who it was?
I don't know, man.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They complimented my shirt. Like, oh, I like your shirt. I said, oh, thank you. So, I don't, I appreciate that compliment on regardless who it comes from. So, this shirt has 3 men on the shirt that were killed. Steve Biko, Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X, and Marcus Garvey right here. He lived his last days, I think, in London. But Steve Biko, he fought apartheid in South Africa. He had a black conscious movement going on. He was killed in 1977 by, I think, the state police. Not just Nelson Mandela, but there's other people too, like Stephen Biko. He was one of those people that fought apartheid too. Huey P. Newton, we knew he was killed by one of his own kind in '89.
You don't believe that was a setup, some type of plan attack to get him out of here?
There's some debate about that, because the eyewitnesses were saying that he was a car had pulled up. They wanted him to get in the car. He wouldn't go in the car. He's like, no, I'm not getting in the car, and that's how he lost his life. It wasn't. I know the narrative is a drug deal going bad. Tyrone Robinson, the Black Gorilla family. But I saw the court video of Tyrone Robinson in the courtroom, and he was like, he didn't know why he was there. He wasn't. I don't know. Maybe he was a patsy. I don't know. But the narrative sometimes is not what we think it is. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go with my man Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey, of course, the red, black, and green. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna wear symbols, like I gave an explanation of the Ankh, know what the red, black, and green wears. I had to school somebody a few years ago because they was all on Facebook talking about that RBG and this and that. They sounded real extreme. Then I asked this person politely, I said, what do those colors mean? And she did not know. Yeah. She did not know what those colors meant. I said, wow. I said, well, you might want to, before you promote all that online and Facebook, know what the colors mean so you won't look silly.
What about the other guy right there who looks like he's contouring the thought with the glasses?
Malcolm X, Malcolm Shabazz. I'm working on something later on, book review, the Ray Wood book review, the NYPD officer that was undercover. I'm working on another video on that. But Malcolm X, he's probably the most famous other people on this shirt that people know of or recognize. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in 2021, there's still some things coming out about that situation too. You know what I'm saying?
But this is something I wanted to teach our people that watch the platform. I really wanted to speak about this. And, I'm gonna let you speak about it and teach about it.
Okay.
There's a term that's called Black Identity Extremist.
Oh boy.
Okay. And I'm sure you're on the list. Okay. I am sure you are one of those guys on the list.
I got a picture next to my name.
Yeah. So, in short, tell somebody what that is and how you can be considered one of those.
Listen. Go study Cointelpro. It never died. It just changed name and changed format. It never died. You go get a book called the Cointel Papers. That's a good start right there, and how this whole thing got exposed in the first place.
So what's the Cointelpro?
Counterintelligence program.
What is they doing?
They work against black leaders and black organizations that have influence among the masses. They had something called the Ghetto Informant Program. When they said that Cointelpro was dead, they had something else called the Ghetto Informant Program. It's the same damn thing. Basically, a guy would go someplace where blacks gather a lot and just report back on what's being said. A perfect spot, what was found was the barbershop, because black men run their mouth in the barbershop. So all he had to do was just go in the barbershop, get his haircut, sit down, and just listen, and then report back on what's going on, what's the vibe in the community, who's saying what. Cointelpro, Ghetto Informant Program, Black Extremist Identity, whatever. Identity Extremist, it's the same thing.
So the Cointelpro, in short, is that famous line J. Edgar Hoover wrote. We need to take out the next voice that can motivate and electrify the black populace.
Listen, it's black leaders, it's black organizations, it's also hip hop too.
Right. And so, did you hear what he said? He said also hip hop. So you understand the beginning that what he said means. If anybody that can electrify and uplift the populace. I'm gonna tell you something.
What's that?
Before Michael Jackson left, he had FOI people, and he made songs with Spike. He made videos with Spike Lee, and he did a song called what? They Don't Really Care About Us.
He was going by Mikhail, which is Arabic form of his name, Michael.
And Jermaine Venomous. Okay, but I'm saying, you start to identify with yourself, and you boost up some of your cultural.
You become a threat.
You become a threat.
The people start playing with your money. People start playing with your influence, your Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Getting flagged for this and that. It's like, well, hey, let me put this on video. I got flagged for saying somebody was squealing like a pig. I guess pig's a bad word now. They flagged me for that. I had to edit it. I'm like, what?
You know it's a bad word. The guy on your shirt made it a bad word.
I didn't say nothing about no police officer. The video that I share, I say this guy's squealing like a pig. And pigs squeal, so I didn't see that was offensive. A pig is a farm animal. I didn't see nothing offensive about that.
So here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that they're considered black identity extremists. Now that's a negative connotation of saying I'm culturally aware and I want to tell somebody about my culture.
You know why it's negative? Because you're dealing with the devil. You are. You're dealing with the devil. You got to understand his nature. Once you understand his nature, nothing surprises you about it. Like you understand an animal's nature, like you see a fish swim, you're not surprised to see a fish swim. That's in the fish's nature. So all these different names that they come up with, behind the scenes and what they talking about in the basement of the White House, these you're dealing with, you gotta know who you're dealing with. That's all. Just know who you're dealing with. They probably come up with some other name after that one gets old. It'll be some other name come up,
They won't call it G Mackin. G Mackin out here. Take us out here, baby.
Brother G Mac, tune in next week. Weekly Cyber. G Mackin.